Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great, wonderful day. And my God, I slept, I awoke, and I got 20 extra subscribers. What is going on, people? Amazing. I'm still shocked by this. I'm so glad that that one video is blowing up and more people are getting to see the true light of the story. But I'm also glad I'm getting a lot of great comments. You know, some people obviously disagreeing with me, which is fine, but you know, it's nice to see. And I apologize for the light that's there. I try to move it, try to make it better. Now, you may see my face weave in and out of it, as, you know, I make, making these weird bodybuilding movements, because, you know, I'm a movement type of guy, but I'll try to do it. It's just, if I close it, you can't see me at all, because it's too dark in here, and there's no other way for me to kind of fix this situation, so we'll be dealing with that. So, without further ado, I will continue on to this actual article here. Now, we're talking about Disney and how Disney is just collapsing under itself. It's not doing great. As soon as he did this, things started going completely out of hand, and maybe he should have taken the Nelson job. Maybe he should have did this, because now it's just not great. So what we have here is that Disney's Bob Iger beats back activist investors to keep control of Mouse House after bitter battle. Disney chief Bob Iger on Wednesday prevailed in a bitter proxy battle with activist investor Nelson Peltz, who was seeking a board seat after arguing the entertainment giant had underperformed in the streaming and television era, which I think they have. I think that all the movies and stuff that they have been producing thus far have been really, really bad, and as I've seen and heard from most people that are not on the far left or just in the center of the road, just don't follow politics, a lot of them are honestly just tired of the politics in the movies in general. Whether it's Disney or any other type of movie, they're just tired of it. They just want a movie they can sit down, laugh, and have fun with. And I think that's going to be the same for all of you. I used to be a great movie enjoyer. I used to go into a movie class where we watched a whole bunch of different movies that I enjoyed. I even acted in the movie. I can't find that information anywhere, so if you people can find it, go ahead. It's horribly done. But I had fun doing so. But again, the thing is that a lot of these movies nowadays, modern, are horrible. They're terrible. They're not fun. They're not greatly created. And the only thing is me and one of my friends do is that we'll pick a movie and then we'll sit back and do commentary on it and laugh because it's just so bad. So again, I agree with Nelson Peltz. I don't think the movies are nearly as good as they should be, and there needs to be an investment of making good movies again. Instead, investors voted to re-elect all 12 of Disney's current board members, announced at the company's annual shareholder meeting, ending a multi-million-dollar mud-slinging battle launched by Peltz, the billionaire CEO of Trian Management. With the distracting proxy contest now behind us, we are eager to focus 100% of our attention on our most important priorities: growth and value creation for our shareholders and creative excellence for our consumers, Iger said. Iger received 94% of votes cast, while Disney director Maria Elena Mazzolino, whose seat Trian contested, won 63%, the Wall Street Journal reported. Peltz nabbed just 31%, and while we are disappointed with the outcome of this proxy contest, the Trian greatly appreciates all of the support and dialogue we have had with Disney shareholders, a rep Trian said. Disney shares fell more than 3%, but the stock is approximately 50% over the past months. While Disney's board held off the activist challenge, it still must find a successor to the 72-year-old Iger before his scheduled retirement at the end of 2026. Board members recently sought to reassure shareholders that they took the matter seriously and were vetting candidates. The company also must show progress in its efforts to make the streaming television unit profitable and to launch an app for its flagship ESPN for Sports, analysts said. Iger now has a window by which to execute his recovery plan, said Dan Kilsworth, analyst and investment platform of AJ Bell, but failure to produce the desired results within the next 12 months could see investors switch allegiance. Disney is evaluating 4 internal candidates for Iger's job. They include Dana Walden, the company's highly respected head of TV, ESPN's Jimmy Pietro, theme parks boss Josh D'Amaro, and film head Alan Birding. And I'm going to assume all these people are probably going to be on the far left. And I don't think that these people are going to change bloody anything. So, you know, be as it may. But yeah, it doesn't seem that is doing too great here. It says, this is from Elon Musk. Elon Musk says, Nelson Peltz should definitely be on the Disney board. He would help reform the company, improve the quality of a product, and generally serve in the best interest of shareholders, as he has done at many other companies. This would significantly improve Disney's share price. This is from, while I don't own any Disney shares today, I would definitely buy their shares if Nelson were elected to do the board. His track record is excellent. And then we have this here from Bill Ackman. There have been a few recent articles in the press about Disney winning its proxy contest with Nelson Peltz based on early election returns that have been leaked to the media. We don't have an investment in Disney, but I thought it would be useful to point out the inappropriateness of these leaks to the press. Only the company and its advisors have access to how shareholders have voted before the day of the annual meeting. My understanding is that it is illegal to release the outcome of their vote prior to it being finalized, and it has the effect of manipulating the outcome. Here, the company and or its advisors have leaked that Disney is winning the contest. It is really inappropriate they have done so. And how does one know that it is Disney or its advisors that are the source of the leak? If Peltz were winning, there would be no leaks to the press. The reason why the progress of an election for directors must be kept confidential until the results are final is that the results can affect the ultimate outcome. Institutional shareholders worry about offending management by voting with an activist. They are concerned that if management learns that they have voted against the incumbent directors, they may lose access to management going forward. In other words, Bob Iger is less likely to come visit and or take a call with a shareholder if the shareholder voted with the dissident. This is clearly a close election. Institutions don't want to risk voting against the incumbent board if it is clear that the activists will lose. They want to be on the winning side of the election. Here, the company and or its advisors have leaked the early results in order to tip more institutions and other shareholders to vote for the incumbent board, unfairly tipping the scale in the incumbent board's favor. In other words, an institution may think if Peltz is going to lose, it is not worth taking the risk of offending a management by voting for him. This is unfortunately not an uncommon practice. Years ago, in our proxy contest with ADP, the company and its advisors did the same thing. The SEC government should do a thorough investigation of this proxy contest and appropriately punish whoever is responsible for this miscarriage of shareholder governance and justice. Companies of the caliber of Disney and or its advisors should not behave this way. Lastly, but importantly, I think highly of Nelson Peltz. I am sure he would be greatly addictive as a member of the Disney board. Ask yourself, why is the company fighting so hard to keep him off? The fact that the company leaked the early returns to the media is further evidence that that an activist of Nelson's caliber deserves to be on this board for all shareholders' benefit. Based on my knowledge of Nelson's capabilities and the dirty tricks implemented by the company and its advisors, I strongly recommend that shareholders vote for Nelson Peltz for the Disney board. Institutions who have already voted still have time to change their vote. It is time that we make an example of Disney here so that this bad practice does not continue to poison shareholder democracy. So, TLDR, pretty much what it means is that the Disney board or whatever are pretty much going out of their way to expose, hey, they're not voting for this guy that has obviously a very, very good track record of, solving and fixing the company's problems. We're going to out you now, Bob Iger, so that way you can, we can get the best benefit. Even though it's illegal, we're doing this. So they really want this guy. They really want him because he has a good track record. So that being said, even Elon Musk said he would put in his money here. That he would put money in to Disney if Nelson Peltz was put in. So obviously they're wasting a lot of money because Elon Musk has a lot of money just by not putting this guy in. It's insanity. And then we have this from Kenan. Holy shit, Disney is getting trolled by shareholders during this meeting. 2 calls in a row from people slamming them for their ideology. And that's huge, guys. This is huge. The people are waking up to the ideology and they're getting sick and tired of it. We have this here. Disney shares slide after Iger defeats Peltz in proxy fight. Update. Confirming the earlier leaks, Disney shareholders handed its CEO Bob Iger a vote of confidence rejecting divested investor Nelson Peltz bid for a board seat at the giant entertainment company. Shareholders elected all of Disney's choices for the board. Turning aside the nomination of Peltz, executives announced Wednesday that at the company's annual meeting, investors are also rejected Peltz ally, former Disney Finance chief Jay Razzullo, and a state from Blackwell's Capital LLC, another dissident group. While we are disappointed with so pretty much we already covered that, right? Walt Disney Co. and Chief Executive Bob Iger are set to defeat Nelson Peltz Tree Fund Management in a multi-month proxy battle, citing people with knowledge of the matter. Enough votes have been cast as of today of Tuesday evening, including ones from Vanguard Group, BlackRock, T. Rowe Price, Norris Bank Investment Management, Value at Capital Management, and retail investors to prevent Tree Peltz and former Disney Chief Financial Officer from joining the company's board. And here's the biggest things you guys need to understand. Vanguard and BlackRock, these two companies are very, very heavily DEI influenced. And they want this DEI stuff into the company. They want to keep on pushing this very woke far-left ideology, which is what's killing Disney. And this is not going to have a good record for, obviously, for Disney in the long run, because even if these companies do want to push this, it's not going to go well. Because now, you're automatically removing Elon Musk that has billions of dollars away from you because you want to push this DEI movement, and it's not gonna be going good into their favor here. Trin had to push for changes to management and strategy at the DI-driven entertainment company to prove years of terrible performance. Just last year, the company suffered a series of movie flops, as one South Park explained very accurately that the woke mind virus is showing the company's media content. Yes, and again, if they vote to keep this guy out, then that means that Disney's gonna forever collapse. It will go into free fall. It will be dead. It will literally, as I mentioned before in my thumbnail, it will be a bloody bloodbath. Because there's no way that Disney will survive if they keep these people. It's just not going to happen. If they will continue to free fall, none of these good movies will be produced, and it will be dead on arrival. So we have this here. The 2024 Disney shareholder meeting started out today with Chloe Cole totally blasting Bob Iger. They voted against her proposal. They have nothing good in the hopper for entertainment, hollow announcements, a failing streaming service, a series of flops, partnerships that are likely vaporware just to lure investors. The vote is in question, and Satan is in the driver's seat. The company is dead. Burn, baby, burn. And look at this. Now, this is not the current stocks, but it is down considerably. They're losing billions. So if we're going to do this here, Disney stock. Normally I have this up for you guys, but I'm going to do be nice. It's down considerably still. They're still losing billions. This is not good. 5 days, it's still down. Go 1 month, it's green, but it's not up. You could barely say it's good, right? And then 6 months, it's going good. And then like year YTD. So, but yeah, as of right now, in a month, it's been down considerably, and it's just not. It looks like a lot of these companies are going away. And Chloe Cole has something to say with this. It says, just got off the phone from the Disney annual shareholders meeting. I needed to call out Bob Iger and the rest of the board's hypocrisy and the dangerous lies they feed us through the media. Here's what she said.
Presentation to 2 minutes at most. Your line is open now.
Good morning. I am Chloe Cole, patient advocate for Do No Harm, a group that seeks accountability in the medical profession. I am presenting proposal number 7 titled Report on Gender Transitioning Compensation and Benefits, sponsored by National Legal and Policy Center. Disney pays for gender transition interventions, but not detransitioning care. Therefore, the company discriminates based on gender identity under EEOC regulations. I speak from personal experience as someone who was deceived and physically harmed at a young age by gender ideology, validated by the medical industry and pushed to the masses by corporations like Disney. Influenced by modern media and social networks, I began a transition to male at age 12. By age 16, after practitioners I trusted encouraged me to take puberty blockers and get a double mastectomy, I tried to come back to reality, but it was too late. My body has been irreversibly damaged, and years later, my chest is still in bandages. My doctors have abandoned me. You doctors look and shrug. As a result, I am suing those professionals who steered me into taking these destructive steps that have permanently scarred me. But Disney, in its arrogance, has responded to our proposal by stating that I am only trying to generate attention for a limited agenda. Mr. Iger, Disney, under your watch, is pushing the limited agenda of gender ideology. Disney has become the Ursula that is stealing the voices of thousands of little Ariels across the world by telling us that we can be something that we can never become. The lawsuits are coming, sir. It's only a matter of time before current or past employees whose bodies and lives have been irreversibly harmed will show up at your door looking for justice and restitution. Please vote for proposal number 7.
And she's not wrong. Because, as I said before, I have seen the transition on Reddit. And this is something that people need to start understanding here. Look at this. See, this is 53k people, and this has been increasing throughout the years. And you probably will go into my YouTube channel and somehow see of what's going on here. And obviously, I'm not going to show some of the other stuff, but this is all the stuff that's been going on in like the detrust on Reddit, and nobody wants to talk about it. And there's a reason why. It hurts the pharmaceutical companies and these doctors that want to commit harm. And Disney is what's pushing this. And again, a lot of people are getting sick and tired, and I honestly believe once our culture is a bit more healed up, which I think is happening, there's going to be a massive lawsuit against Disney, against people that have been pushing this stuff against them, because it is going to be a huge problem. And I have gone over with Chloe Cole and all of this stuff with one of my streams before, so you guys get to see what Disney is doing. But it's complete negligence, Cole. And I have more stuff too that I could probably do a stream maybe sometime, at some point where we can do this, but this is just the reality of everything. I know this video is going long, but I just needed wanted people to hear what's going on, why this is happening to Disney, why the bloodbath is currently ongoing, and how it's just not going to be looking too great for Disney. We may lose this company in a few years' time, and that's just because of Disney's horrible practices. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.